Hello, folks. Yesterday, only by posting a post on Facebook about studying in Canada without IELTS, I saw a lot of opposition and I saw a lot of negative remarks on that post saying that, oh no, this is a scam, this is a fraud, and this is not possible. I don't understand why people don't question why it's possible, or in what ways, or what are the tactics that you apply in which this could be possible. So, okay, I'll tell you a brief about myself. I'm a Canadian lawyer, a barrister, and solicitor. Now, there is a big difference between a lawyer and an ICCRC member. Mostly, I've seen that people, whenever they deal with a person, a professional, whether it is an ICCRC member or a lawyer, they simply say that, okay, this is what my lawyer has done, or this is what my lawyer has suggested. So, personally, I think that there is a big misconception about who is a lawyer and who is an ICCRC member and who is an unauthorized consultant. A lawyer is basically the person who holds the LLB degree. I mean, it's logical. An immigration consultant may or may not hold an LLB degree. The big difference between these two people is immigration consultant or ICCRC member is certified by Immigration Consultants of Canada Regulatory Council, versus the lawyers are licensed by the Law Society of that particular province in Canada. And there is limitation to the immigration consultants occupation. So let's just say that immigration consultants definitely can represent the applicants in any type of immigration application. They can even go to immigration tribunals. So let's say if there is a sponsorship application that was refused, that normally gets filed in that can be appealed to the IAD, the Immigration Appeal Division. That's where the immigration consultants can appear on behalf of a client. But when it comes to the federal court, in an immigration matter, the immigration consultants cannot go there. Only the lawyers can go to the Federal Court of Canada. Now, there are certain cases. Basically, there are temporary residence cases. There are permanent residence cases that can be appealed to the federal court. So let's say if you have a visitor visa refusal, a lot of people don't know that such a decision of the visa officer can be appealed to the Federal Court of Canada. And normally, so this is a big difference between immigration consultants and the lawyers. Plus, the lawyers can work in other fields like family law, criminal law, real estate, property law, and whatnot. So a lawyer is a personality who can represent a client even at the Supreme Court of Canada, while immigration consultants can only represent clients in immigration matters, and that is also limited to the applications plus the tribunals. They cannot go to the federal court. This is the big difference between a lawyer and an immigration consultant. Now, coming back to that Facebook post of studying in Canada without IELTS. I don't understand why that is not possible. To me, it is. And I process those applications. And if you dig into the websites of the universities, there are many universities that exempt applicants from IELTS requirements if they have completed their bachelor's in English language. And most of the students in India or any other country, there are like tons of students who complete their bachelor's in English. At least the medium of instruction is English, and that's what they need. I don't understand why you need IELTS, or basically they need it. I'm not saying that it can be done without the proof of English language proficiency. I'm just saying that there is an exemption of IELTS. I mean, if you have completed studies in English language, then you're exempt from this requirement. So, if you study the requirements of that particular institution, there are many universities that exempt students from the requirement of IELTS on the basis that they have completed their bachelor's in English language. But the problem is, people don't read. If they, I mean, if you don't research on your own, and if you rely on the consultants or the agents who are unauthorized or who don't even have a license to practice, or who haven't studied the immigration law, or who haven't researched on their own, how are these people guiding you? This has to be done and this cannot be done. Have you researched on your own? Have you gone through a university website, or have you ever gone to the immigration regulations? So without checking out the regulations, without understanding the rules, you simply cannot conclude that it is not possible. You need to study that. And if you dig into the rules deeply, there are rules. I mean, there are no rules that you must have IELTS in order to process the student visa. So certain people would come to me and say, okay, let's just say that the university accepts us without IELTS. Now, what is the surety, or what is the guarantee that the visa officer will not take this absence of IELTS into consideration? He will. The visa officer will definitely look at your English language. But then there are ways to prove that. You don't need IELTS. It's just that you need a proper explanation on how I meet the requirements of the university, and how meeting the requirements of the university allow me, or I should say, authorize me to study in Canada without IELTS. I mean, if the university doesn't have any objection accepting you as a student, then the visa officer should not. And this is the point that is explained by many of the federal court judges. Like when the study permit applications get refused, and they are filed at the Federal Court of Canada, then there are some opinions of the honorable judges at the federal court that if the visa officer, I mean, if the education institution has accepted the student, then the visa officer should not have any issues granting the visa. But it is a matter of research. Nobody researches it. But if you do, if you dig into the rules, you'll find out. And this is the purpose of this video. just to make people aware. There was a misconception. I mean, there are tons of misconceptions in people's mind and about immigration to Canada. There are little details that they don't pay attention to, and this is the reason for the misconception. People take advice of the Facebook or social media advisors. It doesn't go in their favor. You're not taking any advice from the professional. How would you know that this person has the actual knowledge, or on what basis is he advising you? So all this is very important. I'm I'm not a person to persuade you or to convince you that this is possible. I know that it is possible. If you want to take advantage, take it. Otherwise, if you want to rely on all the misinformation that is available free of cost on social media, you're more than welcome to do so. This is all I had to say. Thank you.